Hello all and welcome to this session. So today we are going to talk about one of the you know most discussed about concepts in Python, and also it has a good amount of implementation into the production environment or the developers environment. And that particular concept is called as the decorator, right? So what is decorator? So basically, let's say if there is a particular function and we want to enhance the functionality or add something new, or we want to modify the functionality of that particular function, then we will have to use a concept called as a decorator, right? So think of it like wrapping a gift. Gift is same. We are wrapping extra addings, right? Let's say there is a tea, right? And uh, I have added sugar to the tea, so the behavior of the tea would change. So tea would go from normal to a sweet. Now, apologies. So let's say if I want to add cardamom to the tea, right? I'm just taking it one extra notch. So I want to add cardamom to the tea to make it uh, taste better and add more fragrance to it. When you drink it, uh, it gives out more fragrance. So basically we are actually modifying the behavior, right? So in short, if I sum up the decorator, it is basically the act of taking a function as an input, add some extra something extra to it, and then return a new function. And we are going to explain it through a very simple terms, right? Like a hello world example, we are going to explain that, right? So let's jump into the code. Okay, let me write a simple def or method hello world, right? So hello uh, underscore world, right? So what am I printing over here? Print, and then I would do hello world, right? Now we want to decorate something, or we want to add something extra to it. We'll have to use at the rate of, right? So at the rate, and then you create my underscore decorator, right? Now what is my decorator? Now you have to, the story starts from here, when you have to use a def my underscore decorator, and then you will call a function inside it. This function is nothing but the hello world function that we are talking about, right? That will be passed over here. So in this I will write another function, a wrapper function, right? And in the wrapper function I'm going to alter the behavior of hello world now, right? So print uh, let's say uh, behavior of hello world before it starts. Then I take the function, right? And then I say print behavior of hello world after it ends. So basically I'm trying to alter the behavior of the hello world before it starts. Then you see the function where it is being called, right? So let us put some comments, right? So gets passed here in my decorator, right? Function wrapper which modifies the behavior of hello world, and then in the last we return the wrapper function, right? So this is done. Now once I called hello world, so I'll just call hello world function, save it, and let's run it. Okay, so what do you see? The expectation was that if I just simply call, let's hash this out for once and let's understand it, right? This is simple function calling which I am doing, right? If I run this, I would only be able to see the current function that is being called, where you will not be able to make any kind of changes. But if you use the function decorator, you are basically enhancing, or you can say modifying, or you are altering the particular function's functionality. So the understanding is that if you decorate it with a decorator, it is going to call the decorator function, inside which your function hello world will be called. This is going to be wrapped the wrapper function, right? Where the wrapper function is the one which is responsible for altering the behavior of hello world. It is going to add whatever functionalities you are doing before and function. This is just a print statement to show you or to demo to you how the functionality of hello world is getting changed. This is where the exact hello world function is called. And this is where the altered hello world is returned as a wrapper. Function is returned as a wrapper function, right? So now once you call it, it won't be a simple hello world as you were expecting over here. The decorator is going to alter it, and once you run it again, you would get the output as behavior of hello world before it starts. Then you would see the output, so the hello world, which is basically once the function is called, the hello world will run. Okay, you called the function over here. This function was passed as an argument to the decorator function, right? Then it was altered with the help of wrapper function, which first ran this one, the behavior of hello world before it starts. After it started with the hello world function, which was called, and then the behavior of the hello world after it ends. Then this particular function was returned, and once it was returned, you were able to see the modified hello world, right? So this was the final output, right? So that is most of it that somebody would want to know about the uh, hello world, sorry, the decorator function. And okay, so what are the advantages of decorator, right? So see, some of the advantages of the decorators are that it helps you with the code reusability. So you can write functionality once and apply it to many functions, right? Example uses is where you have to log into multiple devices, you have to do authentication, timing, validation. It keeps your code very clean and readable, right? uh, and the main or the most important part over here is the business logic stays separate from the additional tasks like security, logging, caching, error handling. uh, Features can be modified, and it improves the code maintainability. So let's say if a logic changes, we need to update the decorator only, and no need to edit multiple functions, right? So from support aspect also, uh, it allows adding behaviors dynamically, like logging and validation, without changing the core implementation. And so these are some of the you know uh, real-time implementations. Once you implement the decorators in your production or development environment, I would definitely suggest you to go through this particular function. It is going to really help you out, right? And alter the functions. Let's say if you want to, at some point of time, you have written a kind of script, where it was working fine, but there has been some API changes, or let's say in the code, sorry, in the vendor, and then you want to modify the API. So I think or you want to enhance that particular function. Let's say you want to do some other tasks as well. So for that particular purpose, decorator is a very highly, I would suggest, suitable function to alter the or to enhance the methods that you have already written in your production environment. So that's all from my side. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel, and we will get back to you in the next uh, next topic that would be on Python. So we are trying to bring more inclusive and more entertaining, and I would say more interesting topics that would be really helpful for you in your trainings as well as in your interviews. I would like to thank you uh, for viewing this, and we would see you in the next video.